Please like, please share, please comment. The information that we put out today may help somebody that you know. You may listen to it and say, we've already built
All
a
right,
house.
so sound is corrected now.
Okay, good. Thanks, Dominic. Can't hear anything. All right, so we got it. So do we need to go back through the
Yeah,
whole
go
show?
over the whole thing
Hey,
again.
everybody, Richard Reese here with Weichert Realtors, the Space Place. We appreciate you guys tuning in to the Real Estate Rundown. I've got Dave Dubberly with Dubco here. Dave is building some great houses really throughout the county, but especially in a couple of subdivisions you guys are working on. Why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you do, Dave?
Well, Dave Dubberly, we got a family business. My wife designs for us. My nephew's part of the business. My brother's part of the business. Both of my sons are part of the business.
And I see you working them pretty hard out there.
They
I'll
work
say
hard.
that.
So trying to whip them into shape, you know.
That's right.
These millennials, sometimes
Easy
you
now.
have to really.
Easy now.
So you know all about
I
that,
do.
don't you?
Absolutely, I do. We got a bunch of folks jumping on here. We got Julia Stevens, Clint Jones, Jeff Witcher. We also have Marcus Necessary. We appreciate you tuning in. He's an agent up in Arkansas. You want to build any up there, or is that a little bit too much?
I don't know. That may be a stretch right now.
I got you. We got Sherry Hall. We got Lucy Riddle, Jonathan Yeager, Nick Douglas. Thank you guys so much. Please like, please share, and please comment. Like I said earlier, the information that we put out today could help somebody you know. It could help you. They may be looking to build a new home. They may not know about the construction process. We want to be able to help as many people as we can because I believe in helping good people get to a better place. So Dave, how long have you been building houses?
Well, I got that
Is that a trick question?
fateful call when I was about 18 from my brother. So he's built since he was 17, 18 years old.
I got you.
So I got.
Who's a partner of yours, right?
Yes. Tim's a partner, and my nephew Jason's a partner,
Okay.
and my wife might as well be a partner because she's the visionary force on all things.
She's definitely the brains of the bunch. I'll give her that, and she's got great taste too. And that's something
And
I want
she's
to
the
talk
best
about
looking
later
of the
on.
bunch too.
By far, yes sir. I'll give you that. So you started at 18, and you guys were doing new construction. Were you doing remodel jobs? And what are you guys doing?
Everything. I've done everything from
Anything you can do to
roofing,
support your hat.
siding.
As a musician.
As a musician, you always ask. You see the dude with the truck and the ladders, and you go,
That's
"Hey
right.
man, what do you play?"
That's right.
Because you know you have to feed the habit, right?
That's right. That's right. You know, I've got a buddy up in Nashville. Well, he's in Franklin. And it's the same way. He worked in construction. He ended up going joining the army and going to Iraq with me. But he's a musician up there. Does some session work for some folks. But I mean, he's a heck of a guitar player. He taught me how to play. Now I haven't practiced since then.
Nice.
When I got back from Iraq, I think I forgot how to play. But anyways, so you were a musician. What time frame is that? You guys had a band, I guess.
Oh my God, I've
It's
been
been a few
band
days
since
ago.
I was like 13.
Okay.
So that would put me ever since the late
Sorry,
70s. Since the late 70s.
That's right. That's right.
And there'd been construction of some form ever since, ministry, music, construction,
Yeah.
building. It's just been hand in hand for quite a few decades.
So talk a little bit about your ministry work. We're going to get to the new construction side, but I always like to because everybody, I mean, you have a profession, you work hard in it, your passion, but you also have other pieces of the puzzle, whether it's ministry, music, whatever it is. So what do you do in the ministry world?
Well, I was full-time until about a couple of years ago. And ever since I was 23,
Right.
whether it be street ministry, teaching, licensed minister, all those things. But the past 2 years, I've really put the brakes on that and taken
Right.
a break.
Yeah.
And everything that I've got has been trying to get this new business. It's not new, but we've kind of formed it in a different way of developing
Right.
and bringing my wife in and my sons and making it a family affair, something I can hand off to those guys
Absolutely.
later on. So.
Well, I imagine the ministry can take a toll on you too, emotionally and physically. I mean, constantly helping people, and I'm sure you still do that in a lot of ways on the ministry side. Maybe if it's not an official role, you're still helping folks. I know probably half the people that I meet know you from church, so that's always a good sign. So we got a bunch of folks jumping on. I don't know if you see anybody. It actually shows friends. Like if you're friends with somebody I'm not, it'll show on yours and it won't show on mine. So if you see somebody that you want to give a shout out to, make sure you do that. We got Clayton Bodley, Valerie Long, Johnny Dove. Thank you guys. Please like, please share, please comment. I saw Tim Smith jump on here. Brad Wilson, he's up in Nashville. That might be a little bit less of a haul.
Yeah.
And they're building some big houses up there too.
Nashville's growing.
I know. He may be hollering at you. I know he's actually rebuilding his house up there. He took it. real estate is so crazy. Like he literally took it down to the studs and is rebuilding it because the lots are so expensive. But it's a pretty cool little project. I'll show you that sometime.
Yeah.
Deborah Moses, Savannah Payton, thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, so we talked a little about your beginnings. We talked that you guys have started developing subdivisions. You've been building houses for a long time, but just kind of expanding, doing a little bit more. You're getting out of your comfort zone, but you're learning as you go. The houses that you've been building up in Pinnacle Landing are pretty incredible.
Yeah, they look
I mean,
great.
every time we finish a house, it's sold, and everybody knows that. They see that on my Facebook page, on my Instagram. So talk about what drew you guys to the Craftsman style homes, because it seems to be really a strength that you guys have.
Yeah, well, because my wife and I were
So none of these are
growing in
scripted
different
comments.
directions.
So he has no idea what's coming at him.
I don't know what you're gonna ask
So we
me.
started with music and ministry, and now so take it easy on him, all right? All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So Monica's always done the faux finishing. She took classes in
Right.
Atlanta, and she's always been painting, artistic, designing rooms, putting colors together. But we never really did it together
Yeah.
that much until the past few years. And then, ministry is a calling, but sometimes it doesn't pay great.
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
there's always that bivocational side of things. And we really started getting the fever to start designing some houses, flipping some houses. And then it just kind of, when things opened up, it really just, I didn't imagine it this way a few
Sure.
years ago. And then it just kind of blossomed, and you go, well, she is incredibly talented.
Absolutely.
And we're leaning this direction. The business kind of started taking shape. And now we see it as something, our kids are grown, they're both in their 20s now. So it's something we can do for the next 20, 25 years, and it be a passion, not just, well, I've got to build another house. It's something
Right.
we can do together, and it's a business that you can teach your kids if they want to take it later on and have their own thing with it. That would be great. But
And it's profitable, but it's also, I always talk to builders, and you usually have one or two builders. You have the artist or the businessman. You guys, you actually combine that pretty well. You have the artist side, but you also understand it's got to fit into certain price ranges and
Yeah.
things like that. So it's affordable for the everyday buyer out there. It's
Okay.
not just $1 million homes. So you get all these great touches, great finishes for a reasonable price.
Yeah.
And what I like about it, and I wasn't going to jump into it yet, but you already started bragging on Monica, so we'll do that. What I like about it is that most builders, they have kind of a set plans and set finishes that they'll do, and you have option A, B, and C.
Mhm.
Well, what Monica does, and you can expand upon this, I mean, she literally walks through the house, walks through the plan, and says, I think this would look well with this complements that, these colors go well.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting an added benefit of an interior designer.
Oh, yeah.
All rolled into this one house. And I've talked to my wife, and I've talked to several other buyers, and when they hear that, they're like, that makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
I don't have 10,000 decisions to make and wonder if this works or that works. I don't have to go ask mom and grandma, who are totally different generations,
yeah.
don't know what's trending.
Yeah.
So I already talked a lot about it, but go ahead and talk a little more about that.
And I've heard some people we're building for say, hey, but I was really worried about it, but I didn't know I would have a Monica. In other
Right.
words,
Absolutely.
because she told me, she said, if you just narrow these houses down where you give them 3 choices, I said, I'm kind of out.
Yep, that's right.
That is her thing, is putting it together, searching for the tile, searching for the colors. Let's put the combo together. She'll search 3, 4 counties, finding that
even
dandy
filling out
with
the
the cool
buyer
tile.
too, and seeing what their taste are,
Oh,
and
yeah.
how she can match that with what she can do as
Yeah.
well.
So that's, now I'm friends with a lot of builders around town.
Sure.
And a lot of those don't have the luxury of
It's definitely a secret
lady's taste.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So the guys can build a great house, we can work the business, and we can structurally, but it's the sprinkles,
I agree.
that they go, dang,
I agree. And what you see with a lot of builders too is they build the house that they want, and then you just kind of settle for it being good enough. What I do like is that she uses the personality, the taste of the buyer. Even on a spec home, if you buy it soon enough before all the finishes are done, they can put their own taste, their own flavor, their own signature on it.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I do like. Now, one of the cool things too is we've got Pinnacle Landing up in North Vinemont. We've got price ranges from 170 really up into 300 if you wanted that much
That's
square
right.
footage over there. You can custom build homes. There's 5 lots available, but you can also get a spec home that's turnkey. As soon as it's finished up, you can have a contract on it, move in. But you guys do more than just that, right?
Oh yeah, we build for other people, so it's, we've had people walk through the houses and go, I love the house.
Right.
I don't necessarily wanna be here,
Exactly.
but I want you to build somewhere else. And we're building in Water Valley, we're building in Brown, we're building in town and in the county. And that's what we wanna do, and a lot of potentials are coming, so the business is growing.
Sure.
And then we're trying to keep pace, you know. You get all your subs, you get all your systems and processes together to make it as smooth and economical as possible. We can go top end with granite,
Right.
beautiful cabs, hardy board, or you can squeeze it a little.
Yep.
You can do the same designs with vinyl and nice
And
formica
really,
and
you can
mid-grade
kind of pick a
cabs.
budget and then work
That's
off of
right.
that. We need this many square feet in this budget. Is it reasonable? What can we have? What can we do? Can we have some of the things we really, really want, and then not so much of the other stuff? Or, you know, if you're out on the lake and you got $1 million budget, I guess
Yeah.
you can build whatever they want out there, right? We were just
That's
talking
right.
a little bit about that. I mean, those are some fine homes out there too. A little bit of more challenges as far as engineering and stuff goes,
Yeah.
but you guys have great resources to help you with that. We've got a bunch of folks getting on here. Chase Rutherford, what's up, brothers? Good to see you. You need Vinemont. I don't know if you're still living up there. Chase is from Vinemont. So, Dennis Goodlett, Richard Bailey. We've got Randy Wilson on here. Brian Smith, Eric Vest, Savannah Ponder, Joe Paulovich. Thank you guys so much for being on here. Please like, please share, please comment the information. And I don't know if you guys seen, Dominic has added a few little touches to it. We've got some houses scrolling back here that are Doubly Construction homes. Some of them are from Pinnacle Landing. We've got some other stuff. You guys have several floor plans too, not just
Yeah.
what's out there. So if somebody wanted a custom build, they could literally bring you a floor plan,
Yeah.
or you've got 4, 5, 6 plans that they can look at, modify, or take it as is.
That's right. So we're good with anything, and Craftsman's been a strength, but it's not the only thing we do. So we're viewing, we're taking a look at a modern style or cottage style, or even the blend, the
Sure.
industrial with the
Right.
Craftsman. Good to see Beth and Connie on. Hey,
Yeah,
be sure
Connie
and
showed
tell
you some
Monica
love on
how
that.
much I'm bragging on her.
Well, that's what she's saying. The Dobleys are fantastic family. They're hardworking, trustworthy, and just all around great people. Monica's a fantastic designer with original ideas and great taste. So it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. That's a lot of praise. We appreciate that.
Looks like Tristan's on too.
Yeah, he sneaks on here every now and then. I see him. We got Kevin Knight, the guy on here, Kim Haynes, Beth Weigel, Priscilla Raines. Thank you guys so much. So we're talking about Pinnacle Landing. We've got lots available there. There's obviously lots available in the city that we can build on.
That's
We can
right.
build on your land. You got a 20-acre spread out there and you want a house, a big farmhouse, you guys can do that. If you want something modern on the lake, we can do that. I mean, there's lots
That's
of
right.
things we can do. And if you have your own land, it actually makes it a little bit easier on the financing side too, especially if that's paid for, because there's usually some different stuff. We'll have somebody come on and talk about construction loans, but we can find a way to make that happen.
Yeah.
And that's one of the benefits of the spec homes that you guys are building. You guys carry the loan on that, you build the house, and then if they come in and get a contract at the end, they can put their finishing touches on it, but you can use an FHA loan, a VA loan, a USDA loan. So we've got financing options for you. They'll build whatever house you want. We'll fit it into your budget, whatever we need to do. And I think that's about all I've got on here. We talked about Monica for about 30 minutes, and then we talked about you guys building houses, so we're good.
So go through. I put as a title the advantages of building a new construction, of buying new construction. If that's something you want to touch on a little bit.
The advantages?
Yes.
I
You
mean,
wanna run down some of that?
The biggest advantage is that you get the home that you want. A lot of times folks they're looking through the resales, and you may get a better price on it now, but that's not the home that you wanted. I mean, you may not have, you're going to skimp on some things. Even if you remodel, it's not exactly what you want. I see a lot of people go in and they like the location, the city, but it's a split level. Well, I haven't seen us build a split level yet. I don't think it's coming. But you know, that was the modern style then. The advantage is there. Did you have some, that was the biggest one I had. Did you have some other stuff that you wanted to hit on there?
No, nothing on there. That's just what I put up there. I was like, well,
So
you're
you're
running out of
doing
stuff.
something on the side.
Oh, absolutely,
Put me
absolutely.
on the spot. Well,
Yep.
like I said, having your home, that's the biggest thing. You get to pick out the finishes, you get to have the custom touches on it, and you get the warranties involved. You don't have to worry about the maintenance. Usually, houses, you have to start having more maintenance 7 to 10 years. You start seeing some things start breaking down. It's just natural. You're going to have to paint hardy board, you're going to do some things like that. The first 5 to 7 years, I mean, you don't have any repairs. And
Yeah.
you guys carry, are we doing 210 now? Is that
210,
210 home
correct.
warranties on it for the new construction side? So I think that's 10 years on the foundation, and it's 1 full year on any
Yeah, kind of nuts and bolts.
Right.
1 year, couple of years on the plumbing, electrical, that kind of thing.
right.
And then a full 10 years on.
And the great thing is you've got a local company. This isn't a company that's coming in, throwing up 100 houses and then leaving. If you want to call Dave because something's not quite right, they're going to go out there and they're going to take care of you.
That's
Because
right.
they know that if I build your home, I may build your mama's home, I may build your son's home 10, 15 years from now. That quality and that character you're not going to find with a company that's coming in and throwing up production homes, which is what we have right now. Unfortunately, we've got a couple companies that have come in, and it may be cheaper on the front end, but you're going to have more problems on the back end because of the quality of work and the materials that are used on it. And I like to being able to call Dave and say, "Hey, Dave, we need to make this right. I'm gonna go to your door. I'm gonna go to your church. I'm gonna shake hands with you and say, come on, Dave." And that's one thing that I tell folks. I'm not out for a commission. I'm not trying to cut anybody's throat, because I want to be able to look across the pew and shake your hand
Yeah, you
and
have
not
to.
feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Because we're a small community in Coleman, whether you're in Coleman, Hartselle, Arab, all of North Alabama, really. Within 2 or 3 people, you're going to know that builder, you're going to know that real estate agent. So that's important. We got a few more people getting on here. We'll do some shout outs, and then if you want to close with whatever you want to close
Sure.
with, that's fine with me. Desiree Harrison, we've got KC Pickett on here, Chris Keller, Jennifer Gray. Thank you guys so much for getting on. Please like, please share, please comment. The reason we do this is to give you guys information. We've got a builder, Dave Doverly, here with Dubco. We try and bring on specialists so that we can give you the information to make you a better buyer, a better seller. That's what we're trying to do, is help good people get to a better place. Dave, you want to tell them anything? It could be music, ministry. I mean, tell Monica you love her. I mean, what do you think?
I've bragged on her. Hopefully I've
You
gotten
did.
some
You got some
brownie
brownie
points
points.
tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
And all of her girlfriends are
There
listening
you
or
go.
watching, so they
And
can
we
tell
got
everybody
video
how much I
evidence.
brag.
That's
Yeah.
right, video evidence.
And so we do, again, it's a family affair, and we've been here for decades. So all the people I shop with and sell houses to or fix their houses, you know, I've been to church with, I've shopped at the grocery store, sat in the movie theater with. And so, and even years later, we get calls saying, "Hey, I remember when you did this, you treated me right, you took care of us, would you do it again?" And that's kind of the way you build
Absolutely.
return customers. And if that house needs freshen up, hey, we built our house 22 years ago. Built it brand new, and just like that, we turn around and go, "Wow,
Absolutely.
we need to remodel."
Yeah.
And everybody would go, "Hey, I need to come to your house. I don't even have time to fix my house.
Oh yeah, but
My
that's
house
usually how
needs
it
to be
works.
updated.
That's usually how it works.
We're gonna fix it up and sell, and we're gonna build one of our nice houses in a couple of years." And that's what Monica wants. She
That's
wants to
right.
be out where we're at, and a
I
nice
got
new place.
And that's something we didn't even touch on. I mean, you guys, you do new construction, but you also do large remodels too, right?
I would
So
do a
this-
ton of stuff on the
this-
side.
I know you've got a big enough crew to work on several things. It's not just throwing up new construction. I mean, you guys do so much on the other side. I know you helped out a lot of folks during the storm, the hailstorm that came through. You guys are constantly, good. We got a comment there?
Randy has a comment that I think he wanted to touch on.
Oh, yeah, Randy said we're having a meet and greet tomorrow, and that wouldn't be a bad thing if you guys wanted to come up. We'll have a lender that's sponsoring it with oh my gosh, never mind, we won't even go there. We've got a sponsor going on, so we'll have all the agents from Hartselle there, just as a meet and greet. So if you want to go and let them know, you can build in Hartselle, you can build in Decatur,
Oh,
that would be
yeah.
a good thing. In our new Hartselle location, which is across from Walmart on 31. And then we had Beth Murphy said, "You're doing a great job. Dave and Monica is a great designer, and you guys make a great team. Thank you. We appreciate that." But I mean, you guys do everything from the new construction, the remodels. I mean, helping Granny build a ramp. I mean, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, it's community based. You guys have done a great job with that, whether it's in the ministry or building too.
Right.
So, I mean, I think we pretty well hit everything. I don't know of anything else.
Hey, looks like Ben Murray's watching. Ben and Annalise just opened a church in Wichita Falls.
Okay.
City Hope, killing it. Had
Okay.
600 and something people their first Sunday
Holy
last
cow.
week. So shout out to Ben. I see
Doing
you
God's
watching.
work then.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
a lot of folks coming over there.
Great
That's
team
good.
out there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Please like, please share, please comment. If you have somebody or something you have a question about in the process, whether it's building, buying, selling, investing, we want to bring that specialist on, or we'll answer it ourselves, whichever it might be. But we want to be able to help good people get to a better place. That's what we do on a daily basis, and we want to be able to provide that information for you. Thank you guys so much. Monica jumped on.
Yeah, she's
At
there.
Last minute, she jumped on here. She missed.
She-
That's
she
right. We
was
still
here
love you,
on
Monica.
Buzz.
That's
They're
right.
texting.
You need to replay it for her. All right. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys have a great night.